Hi, y'all. Welcome back to another Clean with me. I took a little break for the holidays and I was also having some technical difficulties, but we are back and better than ever. This was the day after Christmas and I needed to do some cleaning up. I did not have the time or the energy to take all of my decor down, so that won't be this video. That'll be the next video. In this one, we are doing about an hour speed clean. It turned out to be like an hour and 15 minutes, but either way, we are speed cleaning, doing a full reset. So let's just hop right in. I'm first starting in the living room. There's some toys, some blankets, and the usual dog hair and crumbs everywhere. I'm actually starting by my little humidifier and oil diffuser with just some eucalyptus essential oils in there. Sometimes when I'm cleaning, especially for a speed clean situation, I know a lot of the times I am a big fan of cleaning everything, and then at the very end I'll spray the whole house down with an air freshener and light some candles. But especially during a deep clean, I like to start by getting the smell goods going already, so by the end of that hour everything is already fully done. The scent has already satiated the air and everything is just perfect. So started my essential oil diffuser with that eucalyptus essential oil, and now I'm just doing a regular little tidy in here. I'm just going to wash all of these random blankets that my kids had out, putting away the space heater. I wiped all the tables and touched surfaces down, like the windowsill, coffee table, and the TV stand with Miss Meyer's multi-surface cleaning spray. Now I'm going to give the room a really good vacuum. This is a speed clean. I did not take the time to mop, unfortunately. My floors are disgusting, but we are doing a deep clean and undecorate with me very soon, and that is when I'll be doing that in the next couple of days. That is the living room tidied up, and I'm just finishing up by spraying everything down with the Miss Meyer's room spray. I like to spray the air and all of the fabric surfaces in the room because I feel like the fabrics just really hold on to that scent. And now we are moving on to the dining room. I hope you guys are also enjoying the cleaning sounds that I left in. I do enjoy ASMR myself, so I hope you guys like it. Let me know down below if you do. I just thought it would make my videos even that much more satisfying if I did them not really ASMR style, but just leaving in some of those cleaning sounds and doing some calming music. So I'm trying something new. So just let me know down below if you like it. So for the dining room, I am just clearing all of the toys off of the table. I actually just grabbed a laundry basket, and as I'm going room to room, I'm picking up all of the toys. Of course, they're still just everywhere after Christmas. The kids are playing all over the house with all the stuff. There's still bags and wrapping paper, even though I tried my best to pick it up as we went. But you guys probably know how it goes. So I'm just going to pick up all the toys and put them in a laundry basket until I'm ready to take them to the playroom because they're literally scattered all over the house. And I am now going to vacuum. I wiped down the table really well and made sure that I knocked all the crumbs off, and now I'm just going to go behind and vacuum super well. There's dirt, crumbs, dog hair. Dirt comes in really easily this time of year in Wyoming because there's so much snow. The ground is always wet, so my dogs always come in with muddy paws. No matter how much I try to wipe them off, it still just tracks in so much more dirt than in the spring and summer. And also, there's still a ton of glitter and flocking coming off of my fake tree. I have one of those sparkly, flocked fake snow and glitter fake trees, and it looks cute, but the glitter just gets everywhere. So it's everywhere still. So I'm definitely doing a very thorough vacuum during this speed clean. After the candle is lit, we are moving on to the kitchen. Of course, there's more toys in here as well, but then those are going to be all picked up after that. Just going to do my normal routine in here of clearing off the counters. Also refilling my water. Got to get the water in if we're all making New Year's resolutions right now. Drinking a ton more water is one of mine. Less coffee and caffeinated beverages, more water. But I feel like that's one of my goals all the time, every year, year round. I'm always trying to drink less caffeine and more water. But sometimes as a mom, that feels very impossible. But anyway, so I just cleared off the island. I sprayed it down and let everything sit because there's quite a bit of gunky stuff. Of course, for us on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, all we do is eat and bake and play with toys and whatever. So there's just sticky fingers all over the house, all over the countertops. So I'm kind of putting things away and letting that Miss Myers spray sit and kind of do the work for me, so I can just come behind and wipe it really quick, and it's already sat there and saturated everything and loosened everything up for me already. And I also did the same thing with the other sections of the counter, and I sprayed the stovetop with Dawn Power Wash. That is going to sit on there the entire time that I'm unloading and reloading the dishwasher, so when I go to scrub it in a few minutes, I can just cut right through everything, and it is super easy to scrub down and clean. If only it was really that fast to empty your dishwasher, but honestly, the emptying, I don't really know what's harder, emptying or filling. It feels sometimes like the emptying is harder, or at least takes longer, and it's what I dread more than even loading the dishwasher. It's the unloading. But maybe that's just me. So now that it's unloaded, I'm just going to load it right back up with dishes. Like I said, like all we did was cook and bake and eat food for the last, basically the last week since the kids have been off of school. So I am just loading up that dishwasher. We had a big old roast in the crock pot for Christmas Day and lots of other snacks and treats. So loading everything in here and just hand washing the things that can't go in the dishwasher or won't fit. I do get comments every now and then about how I put food down my sink, but you guys, I promise I have a garbage disposal. You can probably hear it since I'm leaving the sound in these clips. That is why I put the food down the garbage disposal, because I can. In our last house, we didn't have one, and I did take all the food out and have to throw it away, but in this house, I don't have to worry about that. So after I get all that food rinsed down, I'm going to cut over to the stovetop and start scrubbing that down, and as you can see, I just really didn't have to work that hard to scrub it with the sponge. Just gave it a good little scrub, and now I'm wiping everything down, making sure I'm not leaving any grease splatter or soapy water splatter behind. And now it is shined up, looking absolutely brand new. And I'm giving the same really good clean to the sink. The kitchen is where a lot of gross smells can definitely accumulate in your house, in the trash can, and definitely in the sink. So you got to make sure that you're clearing it out. And when you have a garbage disposal, make sure at the very end you run it until you hear it run completely 100% clear, so that there's no gross rotting food smells coming from your kitchen sink. And we are going to take out the trash in a minute too, after I vacuum and empty out the vacuum canister. Definitely stay on top of taking out your trash and cleaning out the little inside trash bin if you have a trash bin like mine that's kind of in a little hidden compartment. I actually did that randomly the other day, so I did not get it on camera. I just randomly had this 15-minute spurt of like needing to clean in there because it just looked awful. But I've shown you guys that in some of my other deep clean videos. I just pull out my trash cans, give it a good vacuum, and wipe everything down with like a Lysol or Miss Myers multi-surface cleaning spray. I tend to do that about once a month. I pretty much deep clean every room in my house at least once a month. So sometimes I do it all in one day, but sometimes it's like that where I just have a random 15 minutes, or I just see that it needs to be done and I just do it. That is really how I like to stay on top of things. I kind of have a if I see it, I do it policy for the most part. If I have the time and energy in that moment, I'll just handle it. It seems to work for me to just help everything, help stay on top of everything. So after I take out the trash, of course, I'm going to replace the bags. Don't forget to do that, and light up a candle. I also put some wax melts in my little wax melter. Got some fresh ones in there that smell absolutely delicious. And now we are moving on to the playroom. As you can see, it's an absolute disaster. I'm really not that surprised because my kids have been off for winter break. So we are spending a lot of time in here. We eat in here. I let them have snacks. We basically eat breakfast, lunch, and snacks in here, because it's just the funnest room in the house for the kids, obviously. So lots of crumbs, food wrappers, and also the baby got to a roll of toilet paper. We've all kind of had the sniffles. So I had a roll of toilet paper in here to use as tissue, and turn your back for 5 seconds and it's scattered all over the room. Of course, it's just too fun for the kids not to do. So I'm just picking that up and picking up all of their other toys. And then we're going to vacuum in here. I do a thorough vacuum in here because, like I said, we eat in here breakfast, lunch, and snacks for a week straight. There are crumbs and things absolutely everywhere. A little scraps of paper, little toy remnants, all of those things. So we are doing a thorough vacuum in here. I will definitely be doing some deep cleaning soon, so let me know if you guys kind of like the speed cleans, daily cleaning routines more, or if you still like to see those deep cleans down below. Let me know, because I can definitely film those for you guys. I am going to be kind of using the first week of the year to just really deep clean and refresh my entire house, like more than I ever have. So let me know down below if you guys want to see that. But for now, I'm just going to vacuum this couch really well, and I get out my little, I don't even know what this is called, like a little tiny tool on the tube to get into these little cracks. If you have a couch like mine with kids, you know that these little indents, or maybe you have little buttons in your couch, they are just like their own little personal crevices for crumbs. So I have to get this tiny little tool out and really get in there. But I also just like to give the couch a full once over with the vacuum every couple of days. I do try to pick up and vacuum my house every day or every other day, just because I have kids and dogs, and I like to keep on top of stuff like this with the vacuum. Otherwise, I am always really paranoid that my house smells like dog hair. Maybe that's just me, but I vacuum quite a bit because I'm kind of a clean freak, it turns out. Who would have thought? The girl who makes cleaning videos is kind of a clean freak. Anyway, so now that the couch is done, I'm just going to kind of clear off the rest of the toys and stuff from this side of the room. I'm kind of vacuuming in sections because I want to move everything that's easily moved, like the kids' table. Just move it out of the way, get it out of there so you can vacuum really well. And I'm leaving the sound in here, so hopefully you can hear how bad it sounds when I vacuum. Hopefully you can hear that it's basically like vacuuming a beach because there's just so many crumbs on the floor. So here you go. After that, of course, I'm going to kind of put this side of the room back together. I'm going to wipe down the kids' table and this little TV stand fireplace that we have on this side, and then move over to the other half of the room, finish putting away all the toys, and vacuum that side. That's kind of the process that I always take in this room because it's kind of a big room, but it's just like a long room. So it's easy to kind of break it up into halves. And then if I run out of time, I always start on this TV kind of side first, because if I run out of time and I can only do one side, it's nice to do this side. It's the side that has the kids table, so it has the most crumbs, and it's the side that I like to just sit and chill on, so at least that side is clean right in front of the fireplace. And then if the toy side has toys everywhere, it's not as big of a deal. But that's just me. So I'm going to finish it up in this video. I kind of have these weird little routines like that I'll mention randomly in videos where Like in the kitchen, again, for another example, I always start clearing off the island. I don't start with the dishes. I don't start with the stovetop. I always start clearing off the island because I can just clear it off really quick and wipe it down. And then, let's say my kids need something, or I have to leave the house really quick, or I remember something I got to go do. I have to go get groceries, blah, blah, blah. Anything can happen, you know, if you know, you know, as a mom. Like literally anything can happen to pull you away from cleaning. At least then I'm at a stopping point where then the kitchen is usable, and it's like a space is cleared off and clean. If then an hour later I come back and I need to make a snack or dinner or whatever, it's already kind of cleared off. So that is kind of one of the random little approaches that I will take if I am feeling unmotivated, or I am really, really short on time, kind of like I was this day. I happen to have that extra 15 minutes of time and energy to finish off this room, but let's say I didn't. I still would have been happy that at least half of the room was done, and the half that we can just sit and relax on was nice and cleaned and cleared out. And the toy side can be chaotic if it needs to be, or if I don't have time to get to it. So maybe take that into the new year. I know as moms, we can really get wrapped up in like needing to be perfect all the time, or needing to have everything just so all the time, at least if you're kind of a type A personality like me. But doing something is better than doing nothing. So even if you only get a room half done, or if you only get one counter space cleared off, it's still better than nothing. And then later when you come back to it and you only have another 10, 15 minutes again, you can just tackle another section of the room, and eventually it'll all get done, you know? So that's not too big of a deal. Hopefully that helps somebody who's watching this video. So I am just finishing off in here by spraying everything down with the Downy April Fresh Febreze. I absolutely love that scent. So good. And that is the playroom done, and that is the speed clean done. So this is the after of the playroom, and then the after of the kitchen, dining room, and living room. Hopefully you guys found this, I almost said movie. Why did I say movie? Hopefully you guys found this video motivational, or if you are still cleaning along with me, I have a ton of other cleaning videos always linked down below and right here on the screen, as well as my Instagram, my TikTok, and my other YouTube channel if you want to follow me everywhere. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!